It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Jets and the Vikings on Thursday night primetime.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight, the stage is set for our final Thursday night game of the year between the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 51 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Hopkins. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
To throw again on second down, Cousins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat, any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Chase Young in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Throwing on second and long. Cousins. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Vikings. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll get about 4 here, down at 43-yard line. The numbers last week for Mitchell: 17 carries, 90 yards. On second down, it's Mitchell.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On third down, Mitchell. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Fights off the defender. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
4th down. Here's Wilson. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Mitchell with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest-Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Madison running left. Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game.
And shutting him off, now open field. Touchdown, Vikings! KJ Osborne, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Fielded just outside the goal line. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another 1st, but he appears to be a few inches short. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10, and he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tackle made by Delano Hill. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Able to avoid him at the 40. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. And to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Vikings. Juwan Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Yes, and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They go play action now. Wilson. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down at 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a handoff here to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Mitchell with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Elijah Mitchell with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
135 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On second down, it's Mitchell. Fights through him, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On first down, Mitchell shoves him aside, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On third down, Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So on fourth down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, they knew who to turn to on fourth down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Hey, Charles, give me water. Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
7 yards, and it's 3rd down.
They go play action with Wilson.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, New York.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. Shifts past him at the 45. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. first down. It's Mitchell, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down now, it's Mitchell. Space to run past the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
With 207 yards for him on the ground now, he has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First down, Jets.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll be out of bounds. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Travis Etienne with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on first down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Cousins to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And this one is right through. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He has had a whale of a game. In the third quarter, you're already over 200 yards. I don't know what more he can do at this point.
Not a whole lot, and what he has found is that zone that we always talk about, where every carry feels great Every carry potentially is a sprint to the end zone, and all he wants to do is ride it as long as this game goes on.
Yeah, now he's just thinking 300 yards maybe.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 226 yards for him on the ground as this has been a night to remember to this point. They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settled things down a little bit.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent. And sometimes...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell
becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year.
And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Going deep for Hopkins. He's got a man, complete. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there for Minnesota.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
To throw is Cousins. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Madison is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Here's Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
K.J. Osborne
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. Cousins will try and throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open, but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Uses the stiff arm.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 3rd down, Mitchell. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Wilson to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8. They're 49-yard line.
Wilson wants to throw it.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have than 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Elijah Moore with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jets stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 12. A little over a minute to go. A fourth straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Throwing, Cousins. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line.
Pass complete. It's Madison.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's fourth down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's fourth and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On first down, it's Mitchell. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little